he cannot think. He just executing plans that a surgeon will give to him. Okay? So, and what is neurosurgery in this? How this is useful for neurosurgery? As you must know, neurosurgery, it's a very complex procedure because they work in a very delicate part of the body, the central nervous system. So you cannot commit mistakes. You cannot delay a lot inside the brain because it can cause irreversible damage to the patients. So this kind of approach, minimally invasive surgery, using image-guided system and performed by surgical robots, can really help surgeons on surgeries because they enhance the surgeon's abilities. For example, by improving his visualizations, his accuracy, and also his movement. For example, surgical robots do not shake during surgeries. They do not be anxious or nervous. So this is very helpful for surgeons. As well as I said before, they are less aggressive for patients. And why is that important? In a normal neurosurgery, for example, it lasts 5 or 6 hours. In a minimally invasive procedure, it could be faster and safe for patients, and therefore it will be less aggressive. And the chance to commit mistakes or to cause irreversible damage to the patients is not so big as the traditional open surgery is. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what are the major applications of this minimally invasive surgery and image-guided and surgical robots? They are on the very high complex surgeries, such as neuro-oncology, when you need to remove a tumor inside the brain in a very complicated area. And a normal surgeon could not do this by himself, because, as I said, it's very delicate, it's very complex. And surgical robots can really help on that. Also, in neurovascular surgeries, such as stroke, aneurysm, because they are very high risk to patients. And as I said before, surgical robots and image-guided, they help on these high complex surgeries. And the last application we can see are neuroendocrine surgeries, such as in hypophysis or hypothalamus, because they are very, very, very delicate areas. They are very small, and surgeons need to bury images to see that. It needs really precise movement. He needs to do precise movement in order to perform surgeries in a hypophysis, for example. As I said, now I would like to answer the questions, as I told you in the beginning. How do you imagine the surgery in the future? Maybe in the future we'll have not more open surgery anymore. We just have minimally invasive procedures because they are safer, they are less traumatic, they have best aesthetic results, and they require less possible, a smaller post-surgical time to patients to be recovered, in a complete recovery. Also, about the robots replacing surgeons, do you think this is a reality, this will happen, or it's just scientific imagination? Maybe in the future robots will be more independent than they are today. They will not require so much attention for the surgeon as they require today. But I don't think they will replace the surgeons in a complete way. Look me. Also, in the future, surgery will be faster, as safer, as I said before. Because in advances we have today, when we compare 50 years ago, when we compare today, we all have a lot of advances. If you can imagine 50 years ahead, will be more advanced yet. So this kind of approach will make possible the reality of patients have surgery in a day, for example, and 5 or 6 years after that, he can go home. So this is a reality. So this is it. This is my work. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer too.